there anything else in here? There's supposed to be a message on that side relevant as to what is going on now. There's a book here. Welcome to Hunrath. Please give us a bit of information about you so we can get to know you better. Name, date you came from, please use 4-digit year. Where you came from, country and city. Circumstance under which you were taken, please note any danger you noticed. I can't read this one. Let me try degreasing the gamma. Settings. So let's try that and see if I can read this thing any better. Not really. There are 4 people here. 37, 46, 26, 61. There's plenty of other people who've been here too. Okay, you know what? I want the gamma up a little bit higher so I can see. That is like, that is actually kind of hard. Nope. Settings. Yeah, because I cannot see anything when I'm doing that. Okay, resume. Yeah, that's a lot easier to see. Anything else over here? Nope. Wait, yes there is. There's a lot of stuff over here. Okay, what are you? Start with this. June 27. I can't read any much more on that one. Here we go. The entire landscape outside our circle of desert could only be described as alien. Large floating rocks could be seen on the distance. No one had ever seen anything like it anywhere on Earth. We fully explored our new surroundings, hoping to find a way home. No way home was ever found. In fact, we soon discovered what we take for granted now. Not only could we not get back home, we also could not access the landscape outside the desert. Curiously, we discovered that a flow of water was provided from a high point of rock, and we discovered a small tree growing at the very center of the circle. Our central tree that is so important to our lives was just a mere sapling back then. What about you? Species description. Mofang. Through ambassador seeds, the Mofang were the first non-human species humans were introduced to. An Liang was the first to call the alien a Mofang, impressed with their ability to imitate our sounds, movements, and mannerisms. Although they have a name for themselves, their language is mostly unpronounceable by humans. As a result, and because of their mimicry abilities, communication with the Mofang is primarily accomplished by their learning human languages rather than humans learning to speak Mofang. They've been able to learn almost every human language represented in Hunrath enough to... Oh, no. I keep hitting move instead of, this. There we go. They've been able to learn almost every human language represented in Hunrath enough to provide functional, if rudimentary, communication. The Mofing basic external morphology is remarkably humanoid, bilateral symmetrical tetrapods. Bipedal, head with interior facial features, mouth, eyes, nostrils. Other external features include minimal body hair and raised dorsal protrusions. Constitution is somewhat frail due to their apparently thin and lightweight internal structure, but internal investigation has not been possible. They have ample cranial space to account for a substantial brain, and their intelligence is impressive as evidenced by their advanced technology. Whoa, okay. You look weird as shit. You look like a more humanoid version of the Greys. Awry. After a certain level of maturity and health of the tree, a passage opened at its base. The passage allowed contact with 2 additional species. The first contact was with the Awry. The first contact revealed the Awry to be large beetle-like insects. We were unable to communicate directly with them in any way, but they appeared to have some rudimentary level of intelligence. It was Loring Toth who first made the journey through the heart to Kaptar and named both the New World and its inhabitants. The Awry have 3 distinct variants that have come to be referred to as barnacle, beetle, and polyarch. Although their morphology is dramatically different from human, their internal systems, like all of our neighbors, are supported by similar atmospheric composition and basic nutrients. In their barnacle stage, the Awry are completely immobile. The Awry stay in this egg-like development state seemingly indefinitely. In order to hatch, they must be in proximity of a polyarch and fertilized by beetles after a certain stage of maturity. They're kind of functioning like bees at this point, if you ask me. The beetles are the eyes, ears, hands, and feet. With only a minimal nervous system of their own, they are essentially the sensory extensions of the immobile polyarchs. They are able to execute simple commands, but apparently have very little in the way of individual sentience. Ooh! Looks like a spider. The Awry polyarchs see intelligence and consciousness of the species. Although it was obvious that there was intelligence behind the species, it wasn't until Caroline Farley began spending large amounts of time in close proximity that deeper communication began. With a room nearby, Farley was the first to communicate non-verbally and learn much about the species, including some historical information. The Awry species survived in their world while several other sentient species came and went. Among them, an ancient species who formed a deeper relationship with the Awry, carving temples and dwellings for them in the rocks. And later, a more recent species that took over much of their homeworld. The latter species was especially adept at mechanical construction, using it to capture and process large flying creatures, using the beetles as bait. Wait a minute. You have seen an Awry already. Was it the wasp-looking thing that was flittering around? Villain. The final species to be discovered were the Villain. The Villain had been communicating with the Awry for many years through ambassador seeds, but became part of the larger community very shortly after the Awry. With the large and imposing brain and a form of communication based on complex multi-voice, low-frequency rumble, the initial introductions were intimidating. After several attempts, Amelie Vidal was able to begin some rudimentary communication and began visiting the feline in Marais, which she named on a regular basis. She discovered a complex and amazing society that was able to use their technology in unexpected ways. They had the ability to quickly transform their world using extruded structures based on some form of complex miniature substrate material. Unlike the other worlds, the Villain spheres scooped out of a Villain resettlement group that was preparing to set off into space to find a new home world. This was their way of life, to put themselves in stasis and scatter themselves through the stars. As mentioned previously, their appearance is imposing, standing about 9 feet tall with a distinct reptilian resemblance. Oh, interesting. Oh, goodness. Now I'm just thinking of like some Doctor Who episode where these Villains come to the Earth and prove the reptilian conspiracy theories. Oh, goodness. They have 6 limbs, 2 muscular legs and arms, and a smaller set of arms. They control every aspect of their technology with vocalizations, but over the years they have created control panels based on their number system that allowed other species to easier access elements of their technology. What the What the fucking hell are you? Ooh, you look nasty. Thing here. Communication, talking with our neighbors. We take communication for granted, even with the varied languages we find here in Hunrath. But when we suddenly find ourselves among other intelligent species who don't share our culture, history, DNA, or vocal cords, it requires a huge amount of effort for the beginning of rudimentary chatting. This quick overview will set the stage for what to expect when communicating with our neighbors. It looks like an ugly Thanos. The name Villain is actually not the English word, but I think it is Polish or something for ugly. Oh my god. A giant wasp on closer inspection, they look like a wasp lobster. Yeah, I can see that. No. Go back to here. Mofang. The Mofang were the first non-humans we met with Lisa. I'm gonna skim this. If you'd like to learn more about the Mofang, please contact Tem. Villain. If you'd like to learn more about the lane, please contact Vito. Arai. Like to learn more about the Arai, please contact Farley. So, I'm guessing I will have to talk to all of those people soon. Or find all of those people. Seed information. Oh, hey, that's the thing that was in the beginning. That was the thing that abducted me. Ambassador seeds. First documented about 150 years ago. About once every 400 days. Trees remain healthy. Swap. Here we go. When each seed was touched by species in the sphere, the swap occurred, sending the ambassador from each sphere to the paired sphere. Location of the swap is defined by the locations of pairs of seeds. After the first swap, the seeds are charged quickly, allowing for a quick return. First meetings were intense but naturally short. It was quite a surprise for both the Mofang and us. Over time, the seeds required more time to recharge, producing longer visits between species. Uh-oh. I hope that doesn't, create a problem. Okay, mother seeds. So my guess is I have to do something with the tree in the center that would then swap those seeds to make it easier on us? There's a piece of paper on the ground, but it is apparently not a note I can pick up. Okay, I think I've read everything that I possibly can in here. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Oh, that will make things so much easier traveling back and forth in between those. Okay, so there's a document in CW's workshop that explains the seed device. Back I go. This music is still very, very unnerving. Especially because it's so minimalistic. Again, it produces much the same effect as Mist, which had, only every once in a while something. came up. So, like, when the music did come up, it was just like, oh, God, what have I got myself into? Oh, there's more documents over here. There's quite a few over here. Hello, what are you? Mayor's imager requests. Entry Canyon, Farley's house, center of town, tree, water source, membrane, the Waller Tower, locomotive power generator, scrapyard or garage. Okay. So I found all of those, and they were apparently supposed to set up 4 more. Ambassador Seed swap machine functionality. Radius of swap sphere is defined at first swap, immutable. Seed recharge naturally from ubiquitous ambient membrane power radiation, tied to tree health. Forcing seed open triggers prep behavior, radius demarcation. Small battery added to amplify ambient membrane power, charges continuously. Parabolic focusing of power used to trigger seed swap behavior. Looking location or swap machines assures predictability. Locking location of swap machines assures predictability. No unanticipated damage. Radius demarcation also occurs at same location in destination sphere. Without a pair feed defining the destination of swap location, the destination coordinates match the source. Voila! Swapping on demand. Okay. What's this now? Oh, lordy, this is a lot of stuff. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. Get back over here. Note, sound will be handled separately. Some projection. Not odd side effect. Projection intersecting any part of cell wall suppresses all transport. Not sure why I tried this. Farley claims it's related to some desire of mine to shoot everything at everything else. Okay. CW understands how much danger you might be in. It's why he's behind that door. The hell hasn't he told me then? Basically, the rocks. Basically, the rocks you have been disintegrating are not rocks, they are hard light projections. The blue beam doesn't disintegrate the rocks, it just removes the projection. It breaks the projectors. Okay, so that means the pieces are a projector. That means that's related to the imagers that I've been seeing around. Am I supposed to get rid of these imager things? But you don't go that far up. Where else have you seen red shimmering rocks? down at the base. Where else? Was it up here? But I can't get back up there. It wouldn't let me. There's one more set I'm not sure you have seen. Is it like in there? Up in that, like, mine shaft thing where these carts are? Because if so, I don't think I can get back up there. I probably should have explored more when I had the chance. Because it's not letting me do... Yeah, it's not letting me... It's closer to the beginning. Okay. So by the entry canyon. You've walked by the path multiple times. And even opened the door that... Oh! In here? Oh. There you are. Okay, now I gotta find where I put the stupid cart. Not very far. Okay, so I gotta bring the cart back around. Wait, no. That's not the way I want to go. Oh. Well, what the heck are you doing? Yeah, stupid thing. It keeps detecting a collision barrier. There we finally go. Okay, push you back over that way. In I go. Alright. That way's frontwards, so... back. Okie dokie. Whee! Roller coaster. Oh man, I gotta pull it all the way back around there. Okay, unfortunately, I think that might mean I have to stop for right now. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cart right there and then see about saving, because it's kind of late and I need to get up slightly early tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's midnight here and I have to get up at like 8-ish. So yeah, I'm gonna get the cart over there, and then I don't know what I'm gonna be be playing this next. This is a nice one that I might just do on... I might do this on Saturdays. This might be my Saturday one, and I might start it a little bit earlier than this. I was starting it late because I streamed earlier, and so I've actually effectively been streaming for like 5 hours today, but I had to go through some... I had to do some other errands and stuff, but I wanted to stream more because I cut myself short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the cart up here, and then I might do this again. This might be what I do tomorrow as well. If this is going to be as intensive a game as I think it is, I might just continue this tomorrow. So I'm going to set the cart here, and I am going to go, yeah, about right here. You know what? I might forget that, so I'm going to blast the rock. And that's it. Okay. So yeah, I am going to just kind of stand right here and just point myself in that direction, and hopefully I'll remember to go into that tomorrow, the next time. I might have to write a note down for myself just so I can remember where I am. But yeah, so thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to Parker Solem Severe and Aja T7 or something, I think it was. Aja TF, and there was one other one. Who was it? Sporks 5000. Thank you all for hanging out in the chat. Thank you to everybody who was watching along and following me and helping me. Thank you to Parker Solem Severe for the follow, and thank you to Aja TF, who I just realized followed me right now. Thank you, both of you. So yeah, I will probably try and continue this tomorrow. It may be... I'll put a notification on my Twitch at RevenantWings24 about whether or not I'll do it. Also, look up the username DT Writing, because I do both writing and Twitch stuff on that. And yeah, I'll put on it. So yeah, so you'll see the notification. I'm thinking it might be around 2, maybe a little bit later. We'll see. It'll depend on what kind of schedule I have tomorrow. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. And for those of you who are watching this on YouTube when I'm posting it later, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.